middleweight division of the FCC. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making his professional debut, representing Manchester Predators, Moein, Norbakhsh. And his opponent, standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, enters the cage tonight with a mixed martial arts record of 4 victories, 1 defeat, representing ASW Unit 7, Marcin, Prostko. The referee in charge of the action, Mr. Dean Weir.
Referee Dean Weir about to get this contest underway. More action coming your way, this time in the middleweight division at FCC 17, live from Manchester's Event City. Brad Wharton, Jez Cook, privileged to call the action for you. Moein Norbakhsh in the solid black, taking on Marcin Prostko in the black with green trim. Watch out for the wrestling of Norbakhsh, Jez. You look into the corner and you see the decorated wrestler Ali Arish, one of the best pound-for-pound wrestlers in UK MMA, indeed one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in UK MMA. Long-time veteran of the game, recently competed in Cage Warriors, fought for the Cage Warriors world title not so long ago against Jack Marshman. Unfortunately submitted recently against Mohsen Bahari at Cage Warriors in Liverpool, but coming into his own as a coach now, and there's a real stable coming along there, hooked up with Manchester Predators.
Prostko overcommitting there. Had some success earlier on with low kick, but he's now being given a display in wrestling by Norbakhsh, as you rightly said earlier, Brad. Just waiting for that right opportunity, sees the moment.
Yeah, kicking the wrestlers is a dangerous game if you don't head kick them and finish them with it. You know, they'll take that high crotch or they'll take the leg out from under you. And as we've seen so many times tonight, you clinch a wrestler like that, you're going to get dumped on your back or dumped on your head. Norbakhsh able to just pull his neck out of danger there. And a lot of support here for Marcin Prostko, training out of the well-regarded Ludus Magnus gym, based in Yorkshire, I believe.
Yeah, but
actually, no, I do tell a lie, they are actually based in Lancashire, Ludus Magnus. I do apologise. Geography was never my strong point. Regardless, they're a gym full of absolute monsters. Of course, we've got Carl Etherington later on this evening, Dan Konecki, all fighting out of Ludus Magnus, all looking for big wins here. First man up is Marcin Prostko, looking to put a W on the board.
And you've got to feel for Prostko, this is exactly where it wants it to be.
Yeah, rolling that head nicely.
Nice
straight right hand from Norbakhsh, and they're exchanging here, trading punches. Nice knee up the middle there from Prostko. And Ali Arish just urging his man on there. Nice body kick there by Prostko. Arish wants his man to close the distance. He knows that's where he's strongest. He does dives in for the takedown, but really telegraphed that one.
Yeah, it was, and an easy sprawl, well defended by Prostko, but he'll be disappointed now. He ends up in an awkward position here. He did everything right up until that point, and just unforced error, but back up on his feet.
Got the control here. He can pull his man down. Easy as you like, he does. And you know, sometimes as a wrestler, you know, you can sacrifice that easy takedown to go in on the second entry and complete. Yeah. And we're seeing great work here. There's the ankle trip.
Lovely technique
from Norbakhsh. Got the neck here, not looking for the choke, just looking to control, looking to wear his man down. You're going to think Norbakhsh has been on the mats for many, many years.
Yep.
Happy to go the distance, happy to put the work in. Punching away at Prostko here. Prostko gives his back. Norbakhsh looking to turn it up here.
Yeah, he really is dictating this fight now. He's been well disciplined, giving himself every opportunity to maintain control. But Prostko does well.
Prostko actually dictating a lot of the movement here, and able to get back to his feet, throws a slightly ragged strike, looking a little bit tired, it has to be said.
It does.
Nice straight right down the pipe, though.
He's blowing hard there, isn't he, Brad? And we are still only in round 1 here, but a strong right hand.
Oh, caught his man there. That would have been an illegal kick if that had landed. And you almost saw a sigh of relief from Dean Weir then, because that would almost certainly have led to perhaps a disqualification, if not a 2-point deduction there. You cannot kick someone while they're grounded. Currently, under the current unified rules, that means 3 points of contact. It's soon, next year, going to mean 4 points of contact. You have to be fully down, but currently anything other than the soles of your feet on the ground and you're a grounded opponent, that would have been highly illegal. Norbakhsh now, though, looking for a single leg, looking to scoop his man, switches to a double, ankle pick, gets him down. Not going to have enough time to do anything with it, though.
No, but, you know, he's scoring well, isn't he? He's doing everything right. And there's no doubt that his corner will be very happy with that performance in round 1. Prostko has shown glimpses of his capability, certainly earlier on. His striking is what's going to win him this fight, if he is able to do that.
Well, there's 10 more minutes for him to put on a display here. But it's looking like it's going to be very much an uphill battle here, Jez, against Moein Norbakhsh. Debut for the man from Manchester Predators, Prostko. 5 professional fights on his ledger. But that high-level wrestling experience, it counts for so much. You know, he may be a novice to MMA, and you know, who knows, maybe he's had a few amateur fights somewhere, maybe he's had a few smokers that haven't been recorded, but years on the mat, you can't account for that experience. Yeah,
and if you look at the 2 fighters at the moment, that was quite a grueling 5 minutes for Prostko. That wrestling, that strength, grinding away and just sapping all the energy out of him.
And you talk about, you know, mental fortitude and mental toughness. There are a few combat sports athletes tougher than wrestlers in that regard. You know, the seasons of grappling and grinding they have to go through, the hours in those hot, humid wrestling rooms.
Well, it's gritty, isn't it?
It really does. You know, separate the men from the boys.
Look, we've seen a couple of highlight reel moments earlier, but you know, it can be at times a non-thrills kind of sport, can't it? You know, it's all about technique and those small gaps, those small opportunities, and wearing your opponent down, and that's exactly what he's doing at the moment. Spinning
back kick there, though, just to make fools of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know,
what do we know?
All Norbakhsh has to do is enough. There's no rule that says you have to be flashy, you have to be exciting. No. If he can control his man and shut his man down and do enough to advance the position and keep the official happy, then really, you know, the onus is on the defending fighter to do something about it. If he keeps taking him down, find a way to stand back up. If he lies on top of you, find a way to get out.
But I think also MMA fans, you know, they're becoming better educated, aren't they, as well? And they appreciate the technique as well. You know, before, you know, MMA fans used to want to just watch the knockout, and that is not the case anymore. People appreciate the wrestling, they appreciate the ground game, they appreciate the holistic approach that fighters need to employ to win fights.
You know, especially here at FCC, we have a very educated crowd. You know, a lot of friends, family, and teammates here in the audience. But as you say, Jez, you know, fans in general of MMA just learning to appreciate the grappling and learning to appreciate good wrestling, learning to appreciate the beautiful art of BJJ.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
You know, you look at Ronda Rousey and the judo style, just so explosive, so aesthetically pleasing when done right. Prostko, though, landing a nice kick there, looking to turn up the pressure now.
Looks to be stalking his man, but you can see he's ever conscious about that takedown, isn't he? And it is a constant threat.
Looking to pour away with a jab there. Oh, toes across the teeth. Nearly took the gum shield out. Prostko coming forward now. Nice knee to the belly. Norbakhsh with another takedown, takes the back again.
Yeah, and with that knee, Prostko gave an invitation that Norbakhsh wasn't gonna waste, was he? And this is exactly where he wants it to be once again. Controlling, taking the pace, grinding away at his opponent. Pulls the ankles out, flattens his opponent out. One consolation for Prostko, he's in his corner, he's right by his team there. You're going to be feeding with as much advice as possible, which always helps in these situations, especially when you're essentially in not necessarily your comfort zone.
I looked to hook the leg there briefly for the sweep, but you've got to believe that Marcin Prostko is going to have a heck of a job to get out from underneath Moein Norbakhsh.
Yeah.
Norbakhsh just looking to advance that position now. He's got the head and arm choke, but it's going to be very difficult for him to step over onto the left-hand side. The cage might just get in his way a little bit. He steps over into mount. It is possible to cinch this choke up from mount, but really he needs to be fully on the other side of his opponent's body.
Yeah, it's a dangerous position though, if he can just switch over, and the space is starting to appear.
And you see the one raised knee. Oh, it's over! It's over! And immediately Prostko protested that. And we've got an interesting situation here, Jez. There was a head and arm choke in. Referee Dean Ware grabbed the wrist, shook the hand. From where I was sat, it did seem limp, and there was no real indication that he was still. There was no thumbs up or anything like that.
No, agree with you,
based on that, whether the fighter was out or not, the referee had to make a snap judgment.
I don't think he had any other option to call an end to that fight. Obviously, disappointment from Prostko, but he didn't demonstrate that he was still with it, really. You know, that choke was on. Okay, look, yeah, traditionally, you want to step over to secure it and get it in deeper, but look, hey, he didn't really give the referee Dean Ware any other option to call an end to it. For the fighter's safety, it's absolutely paramount.
Well, let's see exactly what's happening here. Now, you know, one of the most important commands that fighters get at the beginning of the fight in the dressing room of the rules meeting is you must follow the instructions of the referee at all time. If the referee, I mean, we're seeing the replay here now, you know, and again, when the referee checked the arm, it did look like the fighter had gone limp. I don't know if you can just see it again very quickly. The choke looks very tight, and that arm looked to go limp. The referee checked, that was a limp arm. You know, I think it has to be said at this point, referee Dean Ware, for my money, made the correct choice.
Yeah, I'll just back that up 100%. It looked like it, we had a good vantage point here, Brad. It looked like it limp up, the pressure was there. So, yeah, there's going to be protests, but I think on reflection, when he looks back at it,
you know, whether he was out or he wasn't, that to me looked like a limp arm. If I'm a referee, which I'm not, but if I'm a referee, I think the referee made the right call there. And you know, it's a tough one. Maybe it was right, maybe it was wrong, but in the moment, I think the referee made the right call. You know, I think when Dean Ware watches that back, and we're going to see it again here now, just on the replay quickly, the arm went limp for my money. It really did. The arm's up. It sinks. It flops. The referee checks it. It flops again. He taps the fighter on the back. For me, that's a great call by Dean Ware.
Yeah. And that's that, folks. So, you know, a great victory, a great submission there by Norbakhsh, to be really happy with that on his professional debut. You know, credit to him. He dominated the fight. He really did. He got into a commanding position, sunk in that submission, and yeah, great performance.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, at a time of 3 minutes, 23 seconds of the second round, your winner by arm triangle in the blue corner, Moein Norbakhsh. And let's hear for his opponent. Let's hear for Marcin Prostko.